Hiya! So this is a video tutorial to help you get started with the duet of Beauty and the Beast. So this video is in three parts. The first part is I'm going to play your part, the primo part, in its entirety, complete with dynamics and pedal, so that you can hear how it's going to sound when it's finished. And then the second part of this video is where I break your part down into hands separate and then in sections as well. And then the third part is where I play my part, which is called the secondo part, so that you can then, when you're ready, play your part along in time with my part and therefore effectively as a duet. So let's get going. So if you could make sure that you've got your music in front of you so that you can follow it along as you're listening, that would be great. Here we go. This is how your part sounds. Okay, so let's break your part down then. So I'm going to do the right hand first. What's great about this arrangement is top left on your first piece of paper, your first sheet rather, is a diagram of your hand positions. So if I position my hand, my right hand, as per the diagram, it's saying that my right thumb has to be on the E above middle C. So for the purposes of this video, this is my middle C here, and my right thumb is going to be positioned on the E. My second finger is positioned on the F sharp, and then I've got 3, 4 and 5 positioned on G, A and B. Now there are going to be 1 or 2 hand position changes, and they're indicated by a circle around a number, and we've got one I can see in bar 3 and bar 5, and I can see one as well in bar 27. So I'll talk you through those as we go. So here we go. Here's the right hand. We're going to start with an F sharp and then a 3 on the G, and then you're ready for your first shift. In bar 3 we have to shift the whole hand to this position with the third finger now on the B, and the next 4 notes are all crotchets, and we've got B, C, A, B, G, and we're going to hold that one for 4 beats because it's a semi-breve. Okay, on to bar 5. It's asking us to do, the start on the same note as previously on our F sharp with the second, but then it says 1 onto the G. Can you see the circle around the 1, and it says turn under as well? So that's how we do that. We go 2 and then tuck the thumb under straight away. Then we move on to the A at bar 6. And we're going to hold that for 4 beats because it's another semi-breve. Now we're in the perfect hand position pretty much until near the end of the piece. So on to bar 7 we've got B, C, A, B, G for 4 beats. On to bar 9 now, so we're going to play the thumb on the G, then A, B, C, D for 4 beats. And then we do the same thing but backwards, so from bar 11, D, C, B, A, G. On to the next page, so this is bar 13, starting with a C with the 4th, C, B, A, G, and then we've got 2 beats rest before we play the D with the pinky, 2 beats here because it's a minim, and then we've got C, B, A, G, and then we've got an A for 4 beats with the second finger. On to bar 17. Now this is pretty much the same as the beginning, F sharp with the second finger, and then we've got, I would say tuck your thumb under. It doesn't actually say, that's not particularly helpful, is it? But I would tuck your thumb under onto the G. You can write this in your music, because at bar 19 we've got B, C, A, B, and then G. Okay, and those 2 bars that I just played are the same as bars 7 to 8, so this is all quite similar material. Onto bar 21, we've got second finger goes back to the F sharp, then tuck your thumb under straight away onto the G, and then we've got an A for 4 beats with a second, and then onto bar 23, B, C, A, G, sorry, A, B, and then a G for 2 beats, followed by G, A, onto bar 25, B, A, B, D, G, and then we've got a G with the thumb crossing over momentarily with the second onto the F sharp, back onto the G with the thumb, then a third finger on the B, and then we're on to the last line, bar 29, B, C, A, B, and then G. And then the very final bar, we play 2 notes at the same time as a chord, so that's G and D. You don't have to move your hand, it's literally your thumb and your little finger pressed down at the same time for 4 beats. Okay, so that's the right hand. Let's talk about the left hand then. So moving right back to the beginning of the piece. Again, just for the purposes of this video, a reminder that this is my middle C here. So I'm going to be starting in this hand position. So my left thumb is on the D above middle C. We're going to start with the third finger on the B. Then we play that D. And we've got 2 beats rest. Bar 2 is when we press down the C with the index finger. And we're going to hold that for 8 beats because it's 2 semi-breves tied together. So that's 4 plus 4. Then on to bar 4, we have to play a chord here, a B and a D. So that's your third finger and your thumb for 4 beats. On to bar 5, this is the same as the beginning. We've got a B and then a D. Now on to bar 6, the fourth finger joins us on the A for 2 beats, and then we go back to the thumb, this time for 4 beats on that D, and then bar 8, we're going to play the B for 4 beats with the third finger. Onto the third line, this is bar 9, we're going to start with the little finger, G, A, B, C, and then D for 4 beats, and then we're going to do that bit backwards. Bar 11, this is now D, C, B, A, G for 4 beats. Okay, on to the next page. We've got a whole bar's rest at bar 13 for the left hand, so we're going to jump straight in at bar 14, and we're going to play a D with the thumb for 8 beats because it's 2 semi-breves tied together, and we're going to hold that down for 8. Onto the second line of that second page, bar 17, we're starting like we did at the beginning actually, so the whole of this next line is the same as line 1. Let's do it again though, it's always good to practice. So we've got a B and then a D, then 2 beats rest, and then a C for 8 beats because we've got that semi-breve tied together, 2 semi-breves equal 8 beats, and then we've got our chord again, B and D at the same time. On to bar 21, this is the third line, and this is the same as line 2. So we've got a B and a D, then we've got 4 beats rest, and then at bar 22 we've got an A as a minim, and then a D in bar 23 for 4 beats. And then we have a B at bar 24 for 4 beats, that's with the third finger. Onto the fourth line of the second page, bar 25 has a whole bar's rest, so we come in with our left hand chord at bar 26, a B and a D at the same time with our third and our thumb. Then at bar 27, again we've got another whole bar's rest, and then we come back in at bar 28 with another chord, staying in the same hand position, but this time we're going to play with the second and the fourth finger, which are already there, you don't have to move your hand, and that is an A and a C for 4 beats, being a semi-breve. On to the very last line, we're starting with the thumb, bar 29, on the D, and then a C. And then we've got 2 beats rest, followed by 3 notes. Now, when you play these 3 notes, if you press down your right sustain pedal for the remainder of the piece, you'll get a really lovely echo effect, and this is what they're asking us to do. And you can see that because of the sort of upside down bracket underneath the last 2.5 bars. So as I press my little finger on the G, I press my right foot down on the right pedal, and I'm keeping my right foot pressed down as I play the remainder of the notes. We've got a B with a third, and then a D. Okay, so that's the second part of the video done, where I've broken it down into hand separate playing and in sections. Okay, so the final part of this video is for me to play through the secondo part, the teacher part, so that when you are ready playing your part hands together, you can then play it in time with my part, which I'm about to play. So what I'll do is I'm going to count us in. This piece, typically it goes not speedy fast, but it's got a sense of movement. So when I played it at the start of this video, I was playing it like this. So the pulse there, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the tempo that I'm going to go. Bear in mind, you can always adjust the playback speed of this video, being a YouTube video, to a tempo that suits you. It's really important to do this slower than you think first, rather than to do it speedily. But I'm going to be playing it up to speed. Okay, so right, I'm just looking at my music now. My part starts with a whole bar's rest, so don't be alarmed if I don't start playing straight away. Okay, so I'm going to count us in and then I'm going to go for it. So I'll just give you a moment to find your finger positions, taking your time to set up. Are we ready? Here we go. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how did you get on? Hope you found that all right. Take care. Looking forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.